look good to get back here in the dome, get another practice in here under these lights, get a chance for guys to get used to the surroundings here. Again, we worked a lot of good situational work. Got the crowd noise during the huddle, Bobby, so all's good here.
Have you guys decided if Derek will play at all this week?
Yeah, I don't expect to see him this weekend.
Will that be the case with the majority of the starters?
There'll be several of those guys that probably won't play in the game.
Dennis, whenever you see the progression of Shaq Davis, it seems like.
Yeah, look, he's doing a good job. Again, like we said yesterday, he's making some catches in a contested environment. Big-bodied player. Still a ton for him to learn, ton for him to get better at, but he's made some good progress.
Is it going to be the same deal with Ronald Curry calling the offensive plays?
Yeah, so RC will call the offensive plays, and Joe Woods will call the defense in this game.
Making Jameis any particular order or plan for those guys?
No, both those guys will play in the game, and so Jameis will start it out, and then Jake will come in.
How important is this last game just for some of the guys?
I think it's really important. There's still a lot of decisions to be made. There's still, a good opportunity for guys to make a good impression, and so I think it's important for a lot of guys.
How much do you weigh? I know you like to put him in competitive situations. I mean, Shaq Davis just got asked about. He obviously did it in a game setting the other night. Like, is that way more than what they do on a day in and day out basis? Even?
Well, I think all of it's taken into account. I think we'd be foolish just to say that we're just going to take one thing into account. We've been in training camp for a long time now. I think this was about practice 24, 25. And so all of those things play into our, decision making in terms of what we ultimately decide to do.
What's Chris Olave? Is he dealing with something today?
It's just a rest day.
Rest day?
Yeah. I mean, we're down a few numbers at receiver, and so a lot of those guys have taken a ton of reps.
I know yesterday DeMario gave you some compliments and said that he sees more swagger. Do you feel like you have more swagger this year?
I like our team. I like what we're building here. I like the trajectory that we're on as a football team, and so I mean, when you feel like you got a pretty good team, you feel pretty confident about it. So call it what you will, but I like our team.
What are some of the things you guys look at, or maybe way more heavily, like when you're evaluating the kicker battle? Like, are there certain things that happen out here that carry more weight than others? Is it everything? Is it?
Yeah, look. I mean, it's all being evaluated. Ultimately for the kickers, who puts it through the uprights most consistently. I mean, that's ultimately what it's all about. I think both those guys have, done well, had good camps, they performed well in the game, and so just like any other position, you're evaluating every time they step out there and have an opportunity. You're evaluating it. So same thing with the punters. I think, look, we had a pretty good session on the going in punts today. I thought both those guys kicked the ball pretty well, so all of them will get an opportunity in the game.
What was you guys, it looked like a touchdown to Jawan Johnson, then you did fourth down. Was there a penalty or something?
So Riz called a sack. So,
Who got
sack.
the sack?
I think it was Tyron Matthew coming off the left side. So,
And that situation was in the game, you touchdown?
in the game, down 7.
How'd you feel about the officiating, as far as not the officiating, but how your team did with the penalties? I don't want to get in trouble there.
Yeah. No, look, it was good. Again, you're trying to put guys in a real live game situation as much as you possibly can. The officials are out here. I told them to throw the flag on anything they saw. I thought it was fairly clean in the practices. I thought it was fairly clean in the practices last week. And so, hopefully that carries over to game day.
Just maybe to follow up, like what Mike asked about the competitive nature. Do do you feel like you have enough a body of work? I mean, some guys that are on the bubble. Could somebody maybe flash in the last? I remember like Pierre Thomas.
Yeah, look, I
said
think
in, like, the last game.
I think there's a few battles that are tightly contested, you know, and so I think, you know, this game will be important in a couple of those battles, and we'll see how it plays out. But you know, we've got a lot of information now, and this will be, you know, kind of one last opportunity to make an evaluation of where our guys are at.
We saw Mike make that contested catch over the middle at the end there. Is his strength one of his biggest strengths? I mean, have you done a Michael Thomas workout yourself?
No, I've never done a Michael Thomas workout, nor do I think I ever will do a Michael Thomas workout. But yeah, I mean, look, he's a big physical receiver. Probably, you know, the thing he does best is be able to make contested catches. And so, like I said yesterday, I think every day we're seeing more and more of Michael Thomas being the type of player that we think he's capable of being, and that he knows he's capable of being. All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.